Welcome back to Stanley the Explorer. In this video, I'll be traveling from St. Louis to Chicago, Illinois. It's gonna be a 5-hour drive from here to that place. Stay tuned. So this trip is so special because we are celebrating 10 years anniversary with my wife here. 10 years anniversary, so we are taking this trip just to celebrate our anniversary. Are you excited?
Yes, I am, and I can't wait to go to Chicago.
Let's celebrate 10 years anniversary. 10 years is a long time, yeah? We thank God for this far. Let's do it. It's about time. Let's go. We have been driving for 2 hours, 30 minutes. Right now we are in a town called Bloomington, Illinois. We just had a stopover here at Walmart. You can see behind me, Walmart. And then we continue with the journey to Chicago. We have arrived at the hotel. The hotel is called Hyatt Place. It's in the CBD, downtown. So this is a hotel room that I'll be staying in. I want to show you a quick tour of the hotel. From the entrance, this is the view. On the right side, I have the bathroom. I love this piece of art. The sink, towels, mirror, the TV, and a nice space for you just to relax. And then this seat can be converted into a bed. So if you have more people, someone can still sleep on this seat. I love this light. Queen size bed. This is the view, city view. So busy. This is how it looks like during the day. Nice view. Look at those buildings. We are in the streets of Chicago. Let me show you around. Wait for the signal. These two buildings look like maze cops. I love this building. It looks nice. It looks Chinese. Man, this is a giant building. So windy, too much wind, man. I love this old architecture. Look at this. so windy, man. This place is so beautiful, so nice. If you love architecture, this is a place to visit. This architecture. There's a public transport over here. Right now we want to have a boat tour around the city so that we can get to learn about the architecture of Chicago. The boat you see down there is the one we are going to use, Wendella. Wow, this is nice, man. You see this building? This is Trump building. As you can see, Trump. We are waiting for our time to get to the boat so that we can have a boat ride. This place is breathtaking, man. Guys, there's something I learned. On this Michigan bridge, I saw so many padlocks, and I was wondering what they were meant for. So these padlocks. So this means, select this one, Mary and Paul. So these padlocks, when people fall in love, you come with your padlock designed and you lock it on this bridge. There are so many of them. See? This is the first time I'm seeing this. So many padlocks. So these are lovebirds. They have locked their love. Now we are heading for the boat ride. One of the best attractions you should not miss when you visit Chicago is the architecture boat tour. We use Wendella tours. They have two options, either 45 minutes ride or 90 minutes ride with a guide. For the tickets we paid $45 each. Book early as tickets are usually sold out. Arrive 30 minutes before your time for a smooth check-in.
10:45?
Yeah, 10:45.
Tickets, please.
Some people prefer night ride for spectacular skyline illumination and perfection of the water that create a glowing view. The guide shared what makes each structure special. We sat down, relaxed, and enjoyed every moment. Seated at the back bench, waiting for others to board, and then we start the tour.
But I think the reason it looks like it's the Magnificent Mile is because this set the tone for that. You're not just going to build a manufactured commercial operation here. You're going to put in a proper building to match this. And that's with the Wrigley's.
Once again, welcome aboard.
Does everybody feel safe? Excellent, we can move on. Here we have the DuSable Bridge. Jean-Baptiste Point du Sable, his homestead is 100 meters in front of the boat, right at the base of the Tribune Tower. This is Jean-Baptiste Point du Sable's bridge. Why did we name a bridge after this guy? He's the first non-native settler of Chicago. We're the only major metro in the United States first founded by a non-native black man, and we're really proud of that. I'll say it loud, he was black and I am proud. On our right is the London House, 1923 Beaux-Arts de France, Alfred Alschuler. That's also where the Fort Dearborn stood, the first red star on the Chicago flag. The Fort Dearborn suffered the Fort Dearborn Massacre in the War of 1812. 250 mounted mercenaries of the British Crown attacked the village of Chicago and Fort Dearborn. There were no American military survivors. It was 250 mounted versus 25 on foot. This bridge is 16,000 tons, 105 years old, and rust-free. This game is called Two Truths and a Lie. So which one? On your left is the Apple Store of the Magnificent Mile, 2016, modern prairie style, designed by Lord Foster and Associates. That's right, I said Lord Foster. Lord Foster. Chicago Reader claims it's the best place in the city to buy an iPhone if you want to drop it in the river that day. High and on the right is the world's largest Hyatt Regency. You guys are hard to impress. It's got over 2,000 rooms. Designed by Epstein and Sons, no relation. 1986. The facade is made of compressed clay that's been heated and mortared together. Masons are calling it brick. High on the right, there's a white tower with black vertical windows. This is called the Aon Center. Edward Durrell Stone designed it, installed in 1971. They used the same marble as Scarface's bathroom. They used the same marble as the statue of David. Should we be doing that in a temperate zone? On a high-rise? Architecture 101 says don't do it, man. They did it anyway. 9 years later, it buckled, threatening to fall on the public below. They had to pull it off and put up Carolina granite. If only they had known. That was an $80 million mistake. Adjusted for inflation, that's a bajillion dollars. High and on the right is the James Hardy. Higher and on the righter is the fashionista of Chicago, Illinois high-rises. It's called Aqua by Jeannie Kang. Ahead of us and on the right is the St. Regis Hotel and Towers. 2020. St. Regis Hotel and Towers is 360 meters in height. It's the tallest building in the world, designed by a female lead architect, Jeannie Gang. Chicago-lander born, Chicagoan today. So a lot of local pride in this building. Honestly, a lot of international pride too. 6 different hues of grays, greens, and blues, placed strategically to draw your eyes into the curves and out to the flares. A lot like our Saturday night dance outfits. My G Goose! Hey y'all! Hey, those are my friends. And they wave at me in public, which is new. I didn't grow up like that. We reversed the flow of the river in 1900. Why? Diarrhea, tuberculosis, cholera, dysentery, mercury poisoning, lead poisoning, hog lard byproducts, hepatitis, typhus. I think that's enough. All of that was flowing into an open sewer called the Chicago River, which flowed into Lake Michigan, where we get our drinking water today and every yesterday. What's the solution? NIMBY. Not in my backyard. We reverse the flow of the river and poison somebody else's water.
This is the
You keep
best
working.
feeling ever.
But you're not bound to anything.
Look at the city
And
behind
then,
me.
When
Look
you're
at those
done,
buildings.
take a look at the lighthouse from 1892. I can see some of us aren't sure that the Earth is round. I know you folks. I'll watch you on YouTube for entertainment. Bertrand Goldberg rejected 90-degree angles because he said we're the only animals on the planet that subject our children to the torture of growing up in a cube or a rectangular prism. We should be living in the petals of a flower. We should be living in the combs of honey. We should be living in the corn pots of the Midwest. 2 cars have come off the side. One for a film with Steve McQueen, the other for an insurance commercial. Are you in good hands?